So for all you folks that have been like,
Elizabeth, where the heck have you been all month?
I've been home in Missouri, just bumming around. Just kidding, I haven't. I've just been working a lot. Because all the other bloggers have been like, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I've been working at the same lab that I've been working at for like the past 4 years. It's been 4 years since I've been working there.
Why are you staring at me? I haven't done anything.
Yeah, and I do research on piggybacking some therapeutic salmonella vectors to some quantum dots and nanoparticles and stuff. It's awesome! And I also am going to go to camp next week, be a camp counselor. And I'm going to be a better one than Chris Peterson. Yeah, but I guess in the meantime, I have been getting some emails trickling in, people asking about MIT. Maybe you're interested in applying this year. Maybe you're coming to MIT in a couple months as an incoming freshman. So I've got a little Q&A video for you guys. Our mateys, it's time for the pirate edition of Q&A! One question that I got in an email was from somebody who is swinging by Boston on the way to Martha's Vineyard. And she says, we'll be looking around campus for a few hours on that day, just wondering if anyone out there has any good ideas for highlights we should hit in a 4-hour self-guided tour of the campus. Basically, MIT has a pretty big campus, but is very walkable. So if you're going to do a couple-hour self-tour, awesome. Now, I would recommend doing it in the fall when there are students there so you can talk to them and just go up to a random person on the street and be like, hey, how awesome is this place? Because they'll actually give you an honest answer. But if you're coming in the summer and you have a couple hours to spend at MIT, I would just walk through the Infinite Corridor because that is the main building structure of campus. It's where most of the buildings are connected to it. Main entrance is on 77 Mass Ave, which is the very iconic entrance to MIT. If you're by yourself and you decide not to go on the campus tour, you can always hit the Status Center, which is a funky place to visit, and a lot of people take their picture in front of it. But it's also an awesome building. It's where all of the teal physics classrooms are. A lot of lecture halls are in there. If you're just going for like a tour of what the campus looks like, Kresge Hall, which is our auditorium, is a pretty neat place to visit. There's the Z Center, which is our athletic center. Now, if you're going there over the summer, unfortunately, I don't think you'll really be able to go inside, labs or anything cool like that unless you know someone who's working in one of them. There are definitely campus tours going on during the summer, so and the office for that is in the very front entrance in Lobby 7. And you can get all this information off of the website. Someone asked me about, I was wondering if you knew anything at all about how people get to be bloggers for MIT admissions. A couple months, PD's going to put out a post about a call for blogger applications. You'll probably have to submit a portfolio, which is basically your current blog. If you don't have a current blog, just start one now. I started a blog. I didn't really write much, but it was mostly because it was a blog about things I drew during class, which I didn't do that much of this semester because this semester was kind of hard. Yeah, and then they usually have a couple essay questions. Oh no, essay questions! Don't worry, they're pretty fun. I think I wrote mine about like Leibniz versus Newton or something like that. They always have like a lolcats essay thing. Just a random thought which occurred to me but is kind of important is that all the bed sizes at MIT are twin XL, not twin. So if you get twin size sheets, they'll be too short. Okay, now I'm gonna venture on over to homepage and see what kind of questions people are asking. In an F1 visa, do you need to apply for another visa? Don't know the answer to that one, but you could probably just email admissions@mit.edu and a very nice person will probably get back to you on that. Feel slightly stalkerish going through everyone's posts, but I've been kind of lackluster in your questions, so if you want your questions answered, I mean, I'm here. Now, several of the bloggers get questions along the lines of, what is the minimum SAT score I need to get into MIT? I got a 35.5 on my ACT. Will I still get into MIT? And the answer to that question is relax. You got like a 2 on your ACT, you're probably not going to get into MIT, but I don't think any one of you guys is in that position. The application process is looking at such a holistic view of things, so to freak out about one little thing isn't really going to help anything. Although you should be, you should try your best on them. Now, if you want some sort of level of comfort, they do post the statistics of the average ACT, SAT, sub scores for each incoming class. Although, if you're falling in that range, you're probably in good shape. But again, it's not really just about your test scores. They look at your extracurriculars and your recommendation letters and your and the classes you took and the opportunities you took advantage of and things like that. Okay, so that's all I really have for today. I'll put more blog posts up, but as always, if you have any questions, email me. My email is up there, and I will see you guys soon.